Most basic human behavior can best be understood by going back to our basic nature. Men compete with each other for women, and women compete with women for men. In the realm of sexuality, men are visually motivated. Male sexual response is catalyzed first by various aspects of a woman's features, and this thing we call beauty is a cue of good health and of good childbearing qualities, which as a woman means the signs of youth. Hair, eyes, lips, and legs all send cues of youth and beauty. Like it or not, whether our intellects consider that these things are shallow or not, that is the way of nature. And women, in order to compete with men, must follow the ways of nature and emphasize all their qualities that say as beauty, youth, and good health. Our minds and worthy sensibilities do not trump our basic, hardwired coding for things as basic and essential as mating, survival, and continuing our species. Women are looking at men for some of these signs of health and vigor, too. But they are also hardwired to look for other qualities that will signal the man is able to provide for her while she is in the vulnerable situation of childbearing. These prominently include pregnancy and raising young children, periods in a woman's life when she needs shelter and protection. So, a woman will look for signals of health and physical strength and prowess in a man, courage and boldness, along with intelligence, wits, and shrewdness. Yes, I realize we live in a post-industrial, high-technology society. I know women enjoy a high degree of autonomy and equality, and may even be excelling over men in school and the workplace now. But evolution and hardwiring go back probably millions of years. Human nature does not change in a few generations to reflect industrialization or high-tech or vast social changes. They're actually lower than they've been in years past. People might argue that due to social media, they've become harsher. That isn't true. A lot of people who are considered beautiful have more of an attainable beauty, or they get plastic surgery. For example, Charli D'Amelio is pretty, but she looks like a few other girls I know. That's not hate, it's just how it is. Kim Kardashian was pretty before surgery, but she really took off after she changed a lot about herself. I've heard that most people in Hollywood don't have their original nose, and it's truer than I thought. Body and skin positivity is becoming more widespread. It's agreed upon by most people that diversity in beauty should exist, and the beauty industry is starting to expand its advertising and shade ranges. People of color have some makeup lines just for them because companies are starting to realize that it's disgusting to only have 3 good darker shades out of 20 foundation colors. Let's take a trip to old Hollywood. While Marilyn Monroe and Rita Hayworth had a little work done, Vivien Leigh, Elizabeth Taylor, and Lauren Bacall didn't. There are enough pictures of them before they were famous to prove it. I've watched enough movies to know that even the most unknown actress was just as pretty. Girls were surrounded by stars like them, were told not to be vain but to look good at the same time, and had to always dress up in order to impress men. And speaking of the men back then, they weren't sway boys by any means. While a lot of the men didn't act like gentlemen, they were supposed to look like them. That meant suits or at least dress clothes most of the time. I think that beauty standards have relaxed, but now we're more preoccupied with looks due to the rise of social media. Our feeds are full of celebrities and other influencers who really wouldn't have much of an impact on us if they weren't being shoved in our faces. It makes people think that the bar has been raised when it's just not true. In some cases, people are being unnecessarily validated through social media. On here, I've seen people who objectively don't look the best get called a 10 because people try to be nice. I understand the point. People should never be treated badly for how they look, but it's delusional. To summarize this rambling mess, we're more focused on how beauty standards make others feel and have tried to make them more accessible to everyone. Whereas in the past people were either good looking or weren't and had to be more polished to be accepted.